at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, if by 24 hours from now you have not, you are not on your way, either through plane or other forms of travel, you are not on your way back to our life, I will be investing my effort in bringing another woman here, and within the space of 36 hours, there could be an inseminated woman standing here. Also, Mama JF is telling me that she's interested in coming back.
No way. No freaking way. Mama JF wants to come back? No.
Normally, I don't take comebacks after someone separates from me, but I started this old Wheel of Fortune on top of it, and the problem is I'm faced with, there's now 7 participants. There are 7 women interested in reproducing with me.
Wait. So throughout that whole Wheel of Fortune thing, he got 7 women interested? 7 women wants to move in with JF and live like his sex slave. What the heck?
Some of them can readily move. They could be here tomorrow, and they could be inseminated within 36 hours.
You hear that, ladies? You want to get inseminated within 36 hours? All you have to do is go to JF's house and spread those legs.
So it's extremely uncomfortable for me to be, on the one hand, interacting with these women, and on the other hand, not being able to honor my engagements with them just because some other unreliable woman is oscillating on our desires. And so that's my question to you guys tonight. What should I do? Should I leave a 24 hours return armistice to Mama JF?
That's right, bitch. You have 24 hours to come back to me to be inseminated, or this relationship is over.
You have the choice between, yes, 24 hours to return. I cannot do more than 24 hours because as I'm speaking with these other women and creating hope in them, at some point it's me who becomes unreliable because of the oscillations of the unreliable people around me. So I'm at the point where there are definitely super interesting women who could be readily moving with me, and they seem enthusiastic about it. And so I cannot dishonor my sense of honor in front of these women for weeks, waiting for Mama JF. Maybe she will come back, maybe she will not come back. This is why the only choice I'm offering is a 24-hour armistice, knowing that our finances with Mama JF are extremely intermingled. We have a family together, and so it seems that perhaps Mama JF had not realized the extent to which it's easy for me to get a new girlfriend. I can get 7 girlfriends. There could be a group of women lined up here.
You heard that, Mama JF? If you don't come back within 24 hours, I will have 7 women in here ready to inseminate, and we are going to plop out those little bebés like never before.
And they could be inseminated immediately. So it's a tough choice, but what do you guys think on the regular chat? Would you like to see Mama JF back? Let me know your choice, either through the survey on Entropy or in the regular chat. I'm inclined to give perhaps 24 hours because of the intensity of our intermingling. We have a family life with products of this family.
Products of this family. Does he mean babies? Has he had bebés with Mama JF? Or what other product of this family can he mean? I am so confused. I have not seen Mama JF plop out any bebés. I don't know what this is about. and it scares me.
Certainly would suffer if Mama JF was to continue going away. So we'll see. I'm inclined to give 24 hours, but if she doesn't come back within 24 hours, I'm gonna have to move on because I cannot be unreliable to a new woman. This is against my values.
Like, the more I hear about this story, the more I learn, the more fucked up it gets. What is up with JF and inseminating and bebés and having like a harem of women to impregnate? What is this product? What is this gift Mama JF has given him? There are so many questions, so much lore to try to figure out. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to try to figure this thing out. This is the start of his stream, and it just gets weirder and weirder.
Sigilam says, punish Mama JF's abandonment. Yes, I'm typically inclined to do this, you know. I would do exactly this if it wasn't that we have living projects together, you know. We have products of our union, and so for the good of these products, sometimes it is good to leave a chance to recover the relationship.
Wait, so when he talks about products, he actually means his children. He's got children with Mama JF, and he calls them his products? That's sick. This man is actually sick. He doesn't care about his children. He doesn't have like a personal relationship with them. It seems like he just thinks of them like a fucking store owner thinks about a bag of potato chips. What is wrong with this man?
Lope Diaguirre says, to be fair, Mama JF's YouTube videos were good. Engineering says, Mama JF revient parce qu'elle voit que vous avez des options et que you're Chad. Elle est un flake. Okay, my God, the energy is very anti-Mama JF tonight. Engineering says, Mama JF is a typical hypergamous woman who only returns because she sees that you have options. Yes, but that is the nature of dating, you know. One of the art of retaining women is to show them constantly that you have options. I hate doing this. I really hate doing this because I'm not a player of that kind. But the reality is women have brains, and these brains are like they are in the bird kingdom. They are brains that respond to mate attraction, and a male becomes more desirable because other females desire him.
Did you hear that, Mama JF? JF thinks you're a bird brain, but you're still going to come back to him, aren't you? This is not going to be over. This is just going to keep going and going forever.
Pineapple Platypotamus says, I liked Mama JF though. Well, today is the day of choices. And right now the poll seems to be indicating for Mama JF to not come back. No, move on with the Wheel of Fortune.
The choice is yours, Mama JF. Come back to be inseminated by me, or stay away forever. The choice is yours.
You guys are totally headed for the future. Well, let's see how the survey evolves along the night. Pineapple Platypotamus says, buy a dog. Okay, that is kind of a rough pill, but you guys are really hostile to Mama JF coming in. 13 people have voted up to now. No, move on with the wheel. And 7 people said yes, 24 hours for Mama JF to return. Wow, I didn't expect such hostility toward Mama JF. Okay. It's good to know the feelings of the crowd on this. Vol says, I think it's not so much hostility rather than trust broken. Also, don't you think there should be consequences even if she were to come back? Otherwise, what lesson would be learned? No, you're totally right. I don't want to be too kind either. Someone who betrays your trust and leaves like that must be. There must be some limits to their behavior, or else they will constantly do it. So clearly, if Mama JF decides to come back, it will have to be on a very short window. So it would have to be within 24 hours, because I can literally have another woman within 24 hours right here living with me. So there's this, and I would expect a change of behavior, a respect of what I bring here. It's like you go far from here, you realize the archness of the world, and I would expect as a result that she would come to appreciate that everything I've done here, everything I've built, the vegetables that are growing in the backyard, that all of this is a form of stability, that is a proof of love, and that she should return that love to the maximal extent, that she should not be a trouble in my life.
So the man who calls his children products and who talks about inseminating women is now teaching Mama JF about love. It's so crazy to me. Like, dude, you kept her in the attic, you wouldn't even speak to her, and the only interaction you had with her was to fuck her. What kind of love is that, you sicko?
Because it is adding trouble in my life to have this instability, to have someone who is unclear about her own mind and unclear about what she sees in the world and unclear about how she feels. I don't want noise like this in my life. So definitely I would want a return in love and peace and in non-trouble making, because of course that's a common observation whenever a love story ends, but my God, does silence sound good. My God, is that like the neutrality of the world and the trees and the wind. I don't want to be deprived of this. So if Mama JF comes back, she must be more pleasant than the trees and the wind.
What a guy. What an absolute Chad. So not only is he very skeptical about having her return, but he's telling his audience that her constant nagging was so detrimental to him that just having peace and quiet, just sitting there in silence is pleasurable to him, to the point where he tells her that one of the caveats for her coming back is for her to be quiet. That's right, bitch. You better shut up. That's right, bitch. You better shut up.
She must be coming back in love and respect. Pineapple Platypotamus says, how about a Great Dane? They don't like to break anything. You mean a Danish woman? I'm not familiar with them. I do not know how they act in the world. I don't know. I can't answer your question. Engineering Superhumans. Well, that's a bizarre YouTube nickname. Get the base, the harem. Mama Wretch has given you a grand opportunity for a super chat lifestyle. Seize the day. Oh my God, you guys are making good arguments. But yeah. Maybe I should get the group of women who has suggested to come live with me. But I don't know. I would have to check. Is polygamy illegal in Canada? I would have to check, but I'm sure there's something feasible. I mean, this group of women each wanted me to be the inseminator of each of their babies. I mean, that would be productive.
He's actually seriously considering having a harem at this point. He's unironically considering having a harem. It is this is so incredible. Like, can you imagine like the JF harem live streams? He has like 7 retarded women there, each and one of them holding their little like half retard, half JF potato babies, like showing them to the live stream. Like, these are my babies. Look at them. These are my products. Aren't they good? Yes, they will make many babies themselves. What the hell? What the hell? What a the world is crazy. The world we live in is just fucking crazy.
That would be the most productive relationship I've been in, where serial insemination. First month, 3 babies. Chronic Boom says, but JF, if she doesn't come back, you won't have silence for long. You're on the insemination forever route. Maybe I am. I do expect that there will be some point in my life where I don't even solicit new girlfriends. In fact, I'm approaching that moment. I mean, I've said it. At 50 years old, I don't think I'll be looking for replacing girlfriends that leave. Nicholas Petrus says, if Mama wasn't unfaithful, reunite the family. No, she wasn't unfaithful, but just the fact of leaving, of going to thinking that you can abandon everything I've created for her and our family and just leaving me with everything on my shoulders. That is the betrayal. That is what I'm worried about. Noble Savage says, forgive and forget. Time heals all wounds. I think you two can talk through your issues and resolve. Québécois Foie Gras says, I'm Team Mama. There's a lot of people voting on entropy. I think that this subject is touching people deeply. Engineering Superhumans sends a super chat. Thank you so much. He says, this woman wants you back simply because she sees that other women are getting in on the action and she wants to cut them off. Basic female nature. Yes, it is basic female nature. That doesn't mean that I shouldn't recruit this basic female nature to repair something that is valuable and important for the next generation, I'm a hard guy. Mama JF left, 4 days ago, I announced on my show, approximately. I left her 5 days. And I engaged in an international contest that now leads to 7 very interesting women ready to move here. I think it is not your usual situation. I think we can understand that the usual female genes is not evolved for that level of chadness.
The human body just wasn't made for this level of chadness, JF. There's no way anything was prepared for this level of chadness, sir.
That most female genes probably estimate that there's a chance a month later, that there's a chance 6 months later. With Papa JF, it's a matter of hours before a candidate shows, and within less than 5 days, we already have 7, including a group. One of them being a group of women who wants to be inseminated. And so I am for tolerance, especially when young minds are involved. Engineering Superhumans sends a super chat. He says, have her as a member of the harem. As a term for her stay, she asked for it. Autistic brother, put women in their place when you can. Oh my God. We have a good crowd of good men who want to impose honor and strict behavior on the public space. I love it. I love it. You guys are kind of my religious wingmen. You guys are imposing a morality and mores to the village that I'm too libertarian to impose. 1 out of 10. Approximately 2 out of 10 for these girls. This girl maybe 7 out of 10. 3 out of 10. 1 out of 10. I can see quite her face, but I'm suspecting 4 out of 10. And now you compare with the girls standing. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Engineering Superhumans says, she thought she destroyed your dreams the other day, but little did she know the situation at hand. Remember that she would have never given you a second look without YouTube fame. Well, yes, that is certainly the case. Mama JF probably got interested in me because I had YouTube fame, but that is the nature of women. That is how you need to take them. You won't change this. They are looking for fame, and that's also why there's now many women writing to me and willing to move with me. Like, I've not even talked to them yet, and they have the plan. They know how they would travel here. It's quite impressive. That is the power of the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Engineering Superhumans says, this mama drama is the best your show has had to offer since Dutton. This is my first time super chatting. Bring on the babes and the supers shall flow. Okay, bro. Carol Martel sends a super chat on Entropy. She says, guys, imagine 8 Mama JFs interrupting the stream and giving JF a kiss at the same time. It would be as hilarious as annoying. Indeed, it would. I prefer monogamy. That is always what I've preferred. But now at 37 years old, I'm faced with a serious invitation and option. A group of women wants to come live with me. And I don't know how that would work. I don't know where would people sleep. Would it be like I rotate between the women? How does that work? Would they sleep together? It's extremely shocking to me to have to consider this, but I have to.
I am so happy that JF wants to make the sacrifice, guys, to live with 7 women that are desperately craving his cock, just so that he can impregnate them and pop out more bebes. He has to think about this. He has to, guys. He is making a sacrifice for us, and I salute you, sir. I salute you.
YouTube user says, I knew Mama JF would come back. BJB says, what are the final poll stats? Let's have a look at the poll stats. 15 people want to give a 24 hours to Mama JF to return. 24 people say no, move on with the wheel of fortune. So there is a majority of you guys who are disinterested in me leaving a chance to Mama JF. Well, given the involvement of human beings who could suffer from the disappearance of Mama JF, I'm gonna give it the 24 hours. So Mama JF, you are hereby noticed that you have a period of 24 hours starting now at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If by 24 hours from now you are not on your way, either through plane or other forms of travel, you are not on your way back to our life, I will be investing my effort in bringing another woman here, and within the space of 36 hours, there could be an inseminated woman standing here. So 24 hours, I'm giving it. Let's see if Mama JF chooses to come back. Jonathan Pellerin says, JF, you will look like a fool the second time she will leave. Will I look like a fool? or will I have the fastest harem ever put together? You decide.
Wow. I don't know what to say, guys. That was fucking amazing. That whole live stream. I was sitting here just clipping this shit together, and I was trying to make it funny, like commentate on the beginning, and then I just realized, like, I gotta give it to you guys. I have to sit here and just edit together this whole live stream and give you the good bits. Now, of course, I don't expect anything in return for this service given by me to you guys, but there is a link to my my Patreon in the description. You might want to click it and, send $1 or $2. Just saying, guys. Not to brag or anything. Anyway, like and subscribe, guys. And remember, I have been your host, DJ Axel, your best friend online. And don't you forget it. And I hope you enjoyed this premiere, whatever the heck this is. To the premiere chat, I know you're here. I love you guys very much. Very intimately. Thanks for being here, guys. Anyway, it's time for me to go. Bye.
I often say that I am autistic